know, I'm not sure if everyone knows everybody. So I guess I'll call out as I see you on the screen so that we know who's all on the call. So Phil, you're on the top of my screen.
Hi,
Tell everybody.
I'm Phil Galeazzi. I'm the program coordinator for the workforce training program at Rebuilding Together. So I do the majority of recruitment, among other things, for the program.
But you're gonna have to speak up a little bit because we can barely hear you. Can everyone hear me well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm low to everybody. Am I low to everybody?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you're good.
Okay, so Abraham, tell us.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, I am a graduate of RT NYC training program, cohort 26. In September of 2019, I became a member of Local 3 electrician. And since then, I've been taking part in the apprenticeship by working on the job and going to school after. I'm not sure if you want me to go into depth about that or just like a short introduction.
Okay, so Lily?
Hi, you guys. I'm Lily McNicholas. I'm the development manager at Rebuilding Together New York City. So I work with our director of development, Stan, on fundraising and special events and communications, which, you know, in some part, this conversation will sort of help inform our communications with funders and elected officials, our board member, our staff. So, you know, sharing your guys' experience and stories. So thanks for having me.
Deja, you ready? Because we don't see you.
I'm sorry. Hi, my name is Deja Ayers, and I'm in DC9, painting industry.
Okay, and not last but not least, William, just take an opportunity and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm William Alisea. I'm a first year, second half Local 3 IBW member, and I also graduated through the workforce training program from Rebuilding Together.
So the one thing that we want to try to do, we want to try to have the conversation flow. We want to do a little bit of a give and take. We want to keep the questions open-ended. So let's start with, you know, are you currently working? And if you are, just tell us where, and maybe just repeat back the question. So you can say, I'm currently working at, and just give us the location, and just give us a little bit of what you're doing there, your travels to and from work, how you feeling. So Deja, do you want to start?
Okay. Do I start now?
Yes.
Okay. I am currently working at 1 Vanderbilt on 42nd Street. I'm feeling great working there, no headaches, everything is good. And I've been working there through the whole process of the COVID.
Okay, and then how do you usually travel to work? Do you use public
I
transportation?
travel to work by car, drive to work, and drive home.
And is it just you?
Yes, just me.
So you're driving alone to and from work. You're not pairing up with anyone?
No.
Oh, okay. And so William, are you working? Where are you working?
Okay, so I am currently working. Right now, this week, I'm working at the Pierre Taj Hotel, which is on 61st between Madison and Fifth Avenue. So like for this past month, we've been going like back and forth between two job sites. So last week I was over on, I think it's Hamilton Beach by JFK. It's a fire department over there. But for both of them, we're basically running conduit for, you know, these switches that we're setting up and doing the feeders. And so at Pierre Hotel, I'm working on the 45th floor all the way on the top. and they're setting these coolers, you know, ACs, I guess, to cool off the whole building.
So,
And how I'm getting there is I take the train. I've been taking a train since before this and after this. And, you know, I make sure I have my N95. You know, my job's doing a good job of providing me the proper PPE. I have my goggles, and you know, I'm used to taking the trains, and everyone that's on the trains during the time I'm on, everyone's to themselves and has their mask on.
and what time are you leaving in the morning?
So for Pierre Hotel, I normally leave my house at like 6 because it takes me like maybe half an hour, 40 minutes to get there. So I leave at like 6, get there early, and you know, I just wait. And to go to JFK, that I have to wake up at like maybe 4 o'clock. You know, leave before 4:30 so I can get there at a good time and not be late.
Mhm. And you, for both trips, you're using public transportation.
Yeah. Coincidentally, I take the C train for both of them. I take the C to the A for Hamilton Beach because it's over by JFK.
And do you believe that the others on the train with you, do you believe that they're all essential workers?
I would think so. I mean, I don't know anyone who's crazy enough to wake up that early, be on a train with a mask on, just for fun. I think they're all essential workers, and generally the trains aren't packed. You know, there's maybe enough space between maybe 1 or 2 people, or you know, there's always enough space for people to sit.
Okay, and then Abraham, for you, are you currently working right now?
So no, I'm actually not working. We were working on a theater, and we know when non-essential construction was shut down on March 18th, 2019, we were shut down too. So that right now, I haven't been reassigned. I've been on unemployment since then, currently still, and they're taking down that that non-essential construction restriction on June 8th. So that's when you know, this Monday they should be starting back up again. I have a 2-hour train ride to get there from Far Rockaway, so I'd probably get on the train at about uh, 5:17 a.m. to start work to get there at like 6:45. Start work at 7.
Okay, and then do you have, you know, any public transportation? Are you ready? What precautions do you think you may be taking?
I'm gonna be, you know, wearing a mask. I'm not too worried. It seems that everybody's pretty respectful. Like William said, it's the situation, you know. Apart from, I'm not too worried about that. The union has been very in touch about, you know, what we should know, what precautions to take, you know, and looking out for our best interest almost constantly. So I feel very comfortable going back to work, and I look forward because the last 2 months have been really
Okay,
boring.
so
Yeah.
okay, just thinking about this, if we were to try to do some follow-up, like by doing a blog, would you be willing to participate? Would you be willing to participate in a day in the life of an apprentice in New York City during COVID, in the middle of COVID, and after COVID?
I would like to.
And then just tell me the reason why you would like to do it.
I would like to do it because during this COVID-19, it's been rough for everybody. In the beginning, I wasn't working, but I was out only for a month. But then I started working through the COVID, and I was able to experience the pandemic that's going on. And it was just like, it's different. This is something new to everybody.
Okay, William, would you be willing to participate?
Yeah, absolutely. I would love to participate.
You'd be willing to participate in?
I'd be willing to participate in, you know, sharing my experiences working during this COVID-19 pandemic.
Okay. And Abraham, is that something that you think you would be interested in doing?
Yeah, definitely a day in the life. I would definitely partake in that, and anything else, any other blogs or whatever else, I'd be more than happy to participate.
Okay, and then just one final before we let you go. I just have to ask this question. Please tell me what rebuilding together, your experiences, and how you think that you can actually support our program going forward. So just make sure to say what brought me to rebuilding together.
I guess go first. Okay. Well, growing up, I kind of didn't get enough guidance, so to speak. So I ended up, long story short, in a lot of trouble and not really had anything going for me until a friend told me about rebuilding together and what they were capable of. So I went in for an interview. I met you, Robin, and you explained to me, that you were able to get me into these unions and that it's a career and it's the last job I'll ever need. And it all sounded too true. So I couldn't really say no. I stuck with it. I did the 6-week program. It was great. It was informative every step of the way. And I finally graduated and everything that was promised was true. The benefits are amazing. The health insurance, the 401k retirement plan, the school is paid for. I'll be finishing with a degree, and it's the last job I'll ever need. So it's been a fantastic ride. If not for this program, I don't know where I'd be today. So it's definitely changed my life and put me on the right track for the rest of my life for sure. So thank you.
Okay, so how I ended up finding Rebuilding Together was also through a friend. He just sent just a flyer, I guess he came across in a group chat we were in. And why I joined was because, I felt like I kept bouncing from job to job and I couldn't get something that was very stable. I used to do courier work a lot, and I found out that that kind of job is very volatile. It's not stable. And I didn't like that, the fact that I would be working and earning currency, and then next thing I know, I'm out of a job. And so um, I also always wanted to do construction because I went to Alfred E. Smith CTE Technical High School, and they teach you all sorts of things. I learned architecture, but it got my foot in the door, and I was like, I really want to get into this construction business. And so when I did the phone call with Phil, he really explained everything really well and broke down what exactly you guys are about. And I love the fact that you guys, help people who are underserved in our community, me included in those group of people. And I just want to return that favor and continue to just grow and develop, especially since I joined Local 3 IBEW, because they take a lot of pride in helping the community. And I'm sure most unions do, but I feel like my union, of course I'm biased, but I feel like Local 3 really, they emphasize and stress that point, especially during a pandemic like this, when the main thing we need are people to come up and support each other as a community.
And Deja?
What brought me to RT NYC? Well, my mother seen the flyer. My mom worked for a NYCHR. She went to a similar program, not. So I just wanted more for myself. So I joined RT NYC. I was working in like a fast food restaurant. I wasn't getting paid enough money. I was working days and nights trying to pay my rent, my bills. It was just like, it was a lot. Having to work all day, have no time for myself. And being that I've been in DC now for 2 years. I'm a second year apprentice now.
Great.
It does. And everything that I was taught in RT NYC made me, it helped so much. Because if I didn't know the things that I didn't know because of RT NYC, I don't think I would be able to be where I'm at today. Because a lot of things, RT NYC just basically prepared me for the real world. Because I didn't really have nobody to sit down and actually tell me how it's gonna be and what it's gonna be. So I thank you guys for helping me And yeah.
Okay, and if there's just for someone else who may be watching this, just one thing that you want them to take away from the video that we're doing now.
Me?
Deja? Good.
Oh, I'm just asking. What's one thing?
One thing you'd like them to take away from this.
To pay attention and like really, 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 really stay focused. Because there's a lot of people in this industry that would try to bring you down and would try to scare you away, but you have to really get through it. It's been, I work with other people where they try to tell me that this is not a woman's job, and you're gonna hear it. And all you have to do is come to work every day on time and just do what you gotta do. Like, I'm not there to make any friends. I don't see hardly any girls. So I work around a lot of men. They be like, do you need help? No, don't ask for help. You just do everything by yourself.
Right.
One thing I will say.
Okay. Abraham, just one thing that you'd want someone to take away from this.
That was on point. Everything she said. I would say if somebody is listening to this and has the opportunity to go through this program and secure a career, then they need to put everything else in their life on hold and focus 100%, because this is a life-changing opportunity. And no matter who throws doubt at you and who tells you you can't do it, some of those people might be the closest to you, and just don't listen. Just push through, fight through, and do whatever you need to do to secure a union job, because it's the best position to be in long term.
Great. And William?
So the one thing I would say you should take away from this video call is just how much Rebuilding Together really is out to help people who are underserved in a community, and that whether you're thinking about joining the workforce program or you're a fundraiser or a donor, this is probably one of the best nonprofit organizations that I know of that really does support people, and any penny or dollar that you give really goes a long way. And I feel like, the three of us in this chat are living proof of that, because we're going to continue to serve our city and serve our people.
Yep. So, Lily, did you have any follow-up
Continue to
questions?
build with RT.
No, that was great, you guys. Thank you. Thanks for taking the time and sharing. And I do hope that we can sort of follow up soon and talk about like what a day in the life would look like. So we will do is or get together individually, but it would be great to see what your days look like. And then Abraham, I don't know if will you start work on the 8th right away?
Actually, I don't think so. I think I'm gonna be starting on the 22nd, just
Okay.
until they get organized, and I want to make sure that I can go back fully committed. So
Right.
I take care of my own things, but I'll be going back June 22nd.
Okay.
Full time.
Okay, great. So yeah, so I'd love to talk to each of you. I obviously want you to get settled, Abraham, and yeah, thank you guys for the time and for being out there in the midst of this. And yeah, I think that's it for me.
So, again, I just really want to thank everyone for just taking the time. Deja, I know you just got home from work.
Oh, wow,
Yeah.
thank you, Deja.
I just really want to thank you.
Anytime.
William, always great. Abraham, you know how I feel about you, so.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
so I want to just say real thank you. You
Yeah.
know, without you guys, we wouldn't be. So I just
No.
want to let you know that.
Yeah, I
Thank
echo
you
that.
guys
I
too.
echo that. Thank you guys, William,
thank
Deja,
you.
Abraham. Thank you.
All right, talk to you later.
All right, later.
All right, you
Bye,
guys
Phil.
are
Bye,
welcome.
Robin.
Bye.
Take care.
Be
Bye.
safe. Take care.